Previously on Young Aussie Flyer.
Today we're flying on Delta Airlines on their 737 service bound for Atlanta, and then a 757 bound for Seattle. Let's go!
Welcome to part 2. This video is the continuation video of my previous trip report of when I flew on Delta Airlines from Pittsburgh to Seattle via Atlanta. Having stepped off the aircraft and back into the terminal, I made my way towards the nearest departure board to find my gate for my next flight. Having located my gate at nearly the opposite end of the airport, I made my way towards the trains located below the terminal. Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport is not only the United States' busiest airport, but is the world's busiest airport and has been since 1998, with the total number of passenger movements coming to a grand total of 93.7 million passengers per year. Serving the city it's named after, generally speaking, an aircraft departs and lands here every 32 seconds. The airport is laid out in a typical concourse fashion, with 7 concourses spread across the entire length of the airport. My inbound flight arrived at the Echo concourse, whilst my outbound flight is departing from the southern gates at Concourse A, which was quite the hike away, taking a staggering 25 minutes. Upon arriving at the Alpha concourse, there is a fairly large food court with every single US-based food outlet present, including Starbucks, Wendy's, McDonald's, and Chick-fil-A. After reaching my gate, I got my first glimpse at the aircraft that'll be taking me to Seattle, which is a 20-year-old Boeing 757-300, registered as November 596 November Whiskey. She rolled off the assembly line in Seattle, Washington in 2003, being delivered brand new to Northwest Airlines. She then moved to Delta in 2008, when Northwest ceased operations and merged with Delta, and was fitted with winglets. Boarding for this morning's service commenced on time from Gate 1 Alpha. Delta's 757-300s are technically in a 3-class configuration, with 24 first-class seats in a 2-2 layout, 32 Comfort Plus seats in a 3-3 layout, and 178 Economy Class seats, also in a 3-3 layout, bringing a grand total of 234 seats. This morning I shall be seated in 18 Alpha. The Comfort Plus seat has 34 inches of pitch and 17.3 inches of width. There is a standard tray table that folds down and extends. In the seat pocket, you'll find a safety card, Wi-Fi card, and air sickness bag. In between the seats is a universal power outlet, and above are individual reading lights, air vents, and flight attendant call button. Offered at boarding to all passengers are small earbuds in a plastic bag that were fairly high quality. Soon we commenced our pushback from Gate 1 Alpha on time.
Welcome aboard, and thank you for choosing Delta. The health and safety of our customers and crew is our #1 priority, and the shared responsibility of everyone on board and flight. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, life vests are in a compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat.
taxied to runway 26 right via Lima, Lima 10, Delta, Echo, Bravo and Bravo 15. Now please enjoy this unedited takeoff. After takeoff, we turned right, setting course for Seattle, and nothing could be heard but this incredible thrust reduction. Flight time today is 4 hours and 49 minutes, covering a distance of 2,274 miles or 3,659 kilometers, cruising at 34,000 feet. As stated in my previous video, on the back of every economy class seat is a 9-inch monitor, which you'll have access to the Delta Studio content, which includes up to 300 movies, HBO, Showtime, Disney+, music, TV shows and games, including in-flight trivia. In addition, there are 12 channels of live TV available. The best feature on this entertainment screen would definitely have to be the moving map feature, and Delta does not fall short of this feature. Whilst climbing, we flew directly past Tallapoosa in western Georgia. Just prior to the in-flight service, and once reaching cruising altitude, we flew directly over Oneonta City Airport in Alabama. Mere moments after this, the crew began the in-flight service, and I decided to buy the Thanksgiving special, even though it was over a month away. The Thanksgiving special was a croissant with turkey, cranberry, and cheese. On the side was slices of 2 different kinds of apple and a single piece of dark chocolate. I also received a small packet of dark chocolate shortbread biscuits. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of turkey, as I much prefer the tastier chicken. However, the turkey in this meal was very well cooked and not dry at all like I'm used to. The apples, whilst being a weird addition, were really fresh and a nice change to the unhealthy food I'm used to on planes. As my body clock was telling me it was 5 AM, I decided to catch a few hours of sleep in order for my body clock to catch up. Upon waking up, I was handed a cup of Sprite and 2 packs of salsa sun chips, which were very similar to grain waves here in Australia. Just prior to descent, we passed over the Cascades mountain range in Washington, and in the distance was the stunning active volcano, Mount Rainier. On board Delta's 757-300s are 5 bathrooms, 1 for first and the rest for economy. Inside is everything you'd typically expect to find in an economy class bathroom, including a scented hand soap and a baby changing station. Soon we commenced our descent into Seattle. With the stunning Washington forests, mountains and lakes below, I couldn't help but marvel at the landscape below, as it's something I'd only ever seen in trip reports from other YouTubers, such as Jeb Brooks. I will be mentioning this in future trip reports, but Mount Rainier is honestly the most stunning mountain I've ever seen, besides Mount Fuji in Japan. Now please enjoy this unedited landing. After landing, we taxied back to the terminal via Echo, Tango, November, Bravo. We pulled into gate Alpha 4, 4 minutes ahead of schedule. As I stepped off the aircraft and inside the terminal building, I had a brief look around, exploring the terminal quickly before remembering I had a bag and that I needed to find said bag. Delta's Comfort Plus product is basically an economy class seat with slightly more legroom and a few other perks like priority boarding, dedicated overhead bin space, and a free extra snack and drink on domestic flights. According to my research, on long-haul international flights, amenity kits are provided to these passengers. These are some very important things you need to know about what you're getting yourself into and what you're actually going to receive. It's a decent product for sure, but if I'm honest, I wouldn't really purchase it again, as it didn't feel any different from what the regular economy passengers behind me were receiving. One perk of being in these seats on board the 757-300, as long as this one, being in the front row of the economy section is a nice advantage, as you get to get on and off quicker, and are among the first to get the food and drinks. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to check out my other videos, and don't forget to push that notification bell. Well, if you enjoy my content, that is. And I hope to see you again in the next one. See you later!